My wife screamed, "You're worthless. I should have married him instead." Pointing at my brother, I replied, "Probably." Then I moved out and let her discover my worthless brother had been paying her student loans as a favor to me. His monthly reminder that she owes him $87,000 now. Original post. I, 33, male, am sitting in my new studio apartment eating ramen. And honestly, life's never been clearer. Last Thursday was my brother Kevin's 36th birthday party. Family gathering at my parents' house. My wife Jessica, 31, had been in a mood all week. Something about her coworker getting promoted while she didn't. Whatever. I'd learned to ride out these storms over our 5 years of marriage. We're all having dinner and Kevin's telling a story about his new Tesla. Jessica had been drinking wine since 4:00 p.m. She suddenly interrupts. "Must be nice having money to throw around." Kevin just shrugged. "Work's been good." She turned to me, eyes blazing. "See, that's what a real man accomplishes. Not sitting at home playing with computers all day. I'm a software developer. Work from home, make decent money, about $95,000 a year. Not Silicon Valley money, but solid." "Jess, not now," I said quietly. She stood up, wobbling slightly, pointing at Kevin. "You're worthless, Nathan. Completely worthless. I should have married him instead. At least Kevin knows how to be successful." The room went silent. Mom dropped her fork. Dad's jaw clenched. Kevin looked like he wanted to disappear into the floor. I took a sip of my beer, set it down carefully, and said, "Probably." Then I stood up, grabbed my jacket, and walked out. Jessica called after me something about being dramatic. I drove home, packed 2 suitcases, my laptop, and my gaming setup. Left my wedding ring on the kitchen counter with a note. "You're right. You deserve better. I'm done." Found a furnished studio on Craigslist that night. Moved in the next morning. Here's what Jessica didn't know. Those student loans she's been managing so well by paying the minimum, the ones from her master's degree that she loves to brag about. Kevin's been paying them for the last 3 years. The actual payment, not the minimum. About $900 a month. See, 3 years ago, Jessica was drowning, $130 in student debt. Minimum payments, barely touching the principal. She was having panic attacks, couldn't sleep. I went to Kevin. He owns a successful construction company, and asked for help, not a handout, a business arrangement. I'd pay him back $2,200 a month, the $1,900 plus $300 interest, and he'd pay her loans directly. I'd been saving up to surprise her when they were paid off. Prove that her worthless husband had secretly freed her from debt. $87 paid so far. My savings depleted, my credit cards maxed from covering our expenses while funneling money to Kevin. But now she gets to figure it out herself. Kevin texted me that night. "Bro, what do you want me to do about next month's payment?" "Stop paying. Send her the bill for what's been paid. She wants a real man. She can handle her real debt." "You sure?" "Dead sure. It's been a week. Based on the 73 missed calls, she's figured it out." Update 1. Well, that escalated exactly as expected. Monday morning, 3 days after I left, Jessica discovered the loan situation. Kevin, beautiful bastard that he is, sent her an email with a professional letterhead from his company. "Dear Jessica, per Nathan's request, I am terminating the loan repayment arrangement effective immediately. As of today, you have received $87,000 in loan payments made on your behalf. While this was originally a private arrangement between Nathan and myself, given recent events, I am formally requesting you assume responsibility for this debt. Attached is a payment schedule. First payment of $2,200 is due on the 1st. Regards, Kevin Mitchell, Mitchell Construction LLC." She called me 31 times in an hour. Then came the texts. "What the hell did you do? Nathan, answer me. This isn't funny anymore. You can't just do this. I didn't know Kevin was paying. This is fraud. I'm calling a lawyer. Please just talk to me. I'm sorry about what I said. I was drunk. You know I didn't mean it." I responded once. All communication through lawyers. Contact info to follow. Then she went nuclear. Tuesday, she showed up at my office. Security had to escort her out after she started screaming in the lobby about me being a financial abuser and manipulative psychopath. My boss called me in concerned. I showed him the separation paperwork I'd filed and the texts. He offered me the rest of the week off. I took it. Wednesday, the social media campaign started. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all painting me as the villain who secretly controlled her finances and set her up for failure. Her friends piled on with the supportive comments. Men are trash. Financial abuse is real. You deserve so much better, hun. But then Kevin commented just once on her main Facebook post. Interesting perspective. Here are the receipts for 36 months of payments I made at Nathan's request because you were having panic attacks about defaulting. He depleted his savings to help you. You're welcome. He attached screenshots every single payment. Her narrative crumbled within hours. But the best part, Thursday she tried to log into our streaming services. Netflix cancelled, HBO cancelled, Disney Plus cancelled, even the Spotify family plan. All in my name, all gone. She called Kevin's wife, Monica, crying about how I was being petty and purposely hurting her. Monica, who was at the birthday dinner, told her, "Jessica, you called my brother-in-law worthless in front of his entire family. What did you expect, roses?" Friday morning, I got a call from her mother, Diane. "Nathan, sweetheart, Jessica told me what's happening. This seems extreme." "Diane, did she tell you what she said?" "She mentioned a disagreement. She stood up at a family dinner drunk and announced I was worthless and she should have married my brother instead." Silence. "She didn't mention that part." "No, I imagine she didn't. She also didn't mention that Kevin has been paying her student loans for 3 years because I asked him to. $87,000 worth. What? Ask her about it." An hour later, Jessica texted, "You turned my mom against me." Real mature. The entitlement is staggering. She genuinely believes she's the victim here. Tomorrow is the 1st of the month. Her first loan payment is due. The real one, not the minimum she thought she was paying. $2,847 a month. Plus Kevin's $2,200. That's $5,047 a month she needs to find on her $65,000 salary. Good luck with that. Update 2. The first of the month hit like a freight train. Jessica had been alternating between love bombing and rage texting all weekend. Saturday morning, she sent a 30,000-word email about our beautiful history and how couples overcome challenges. By Saturday night, she was threatening to destroy my precious gaming computer that I'd left behind. Joke's on her. I took the graphics card and SSDs. But Monday, reality check bounced hard. Her loan searer auto-debited the actual payment amount, $2,847. Her account had $1,200 overdraft. Then Kevin's automatic invoice system, he's petty like me, sent her a formal payment request. Another $2,200 due. She called me screaming. Actually screaming. I let it go to voicemail. "Nathan, you piece of my account is overdrawn. The bank is charging me fees. You set me up. You knew this would happen. I'm going to destroy you. I'm taking everything in the divorce. Everything." I texted back, "Lawyers only." Then came the extinction burst, though she had no idea that's what it was. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., she showed up at my studio apartment, started pounding on the door. "Open up. I know you're in there. We need to talk like adults." My neighbor, an 80-year-old Korean war vet named Frank, opened his door. "Lady, it's 6 a.m. Shut up or I'm calling the cops." "Mind your own business, old man." Frank called the cops. She got a warning for disturbing the peace. I got a sympathetic pat on the shoulder from Officer Martinez, who'd apparently dealt with his own crazy ex situation back in the day. Wednesday was when she tried to get clever. She called my company's HR department claiming she was my emergency contact and there was a family emergency. They called me to verify. "Is Jessica still your emergency contact, Nathan?" "No." "Please update that to Kevin Mitchell, my brother. And please note that Jessica and I are separated and she should not be given any information about my employment." Noted. "Would you like us to document this attempted contact?" "Yes, please." Thursday, she tried a different approach. She had her dad, Robert, call me. Robert's a good guy. Works as a mechanic. Straight shooter. Nate, what's going on, son? Jess is at her house crying her eyes out. Something about loans. I explained everything. The dinner, the arrangement with Kevin, the years of payments, all of it. Long pause. She really said you were worthless in front of my entire family. Jesus Christ. I didn't raise her like that. I know you didn't, Robert. How much does she owe? $43K left on the loans. $87K to Kevin. He whistled low. She makes what? $65K about that. She's screwed. Yeah. You know what? Good. Maybe this will teach her some humility. I love my daughter, but she's had this coming. Her mother and I spoiled her. This is on us, too. That was unexpected. Robert saying that hit harder than anything Jessica had said or done. Friday afternoon, the real estate agent called. Oh, yeah. Jessica tried to list our house for sale without me. One problem. Both our names are on the deed. Need both signatures. The agent was apologetic. Mr. Mitchell, your wife seemed to be under the impression she had sole authority to sell. We're separated. Please don't move forward with anything unless both parties are present and agreeing. Understood. I'm sorry for the confusion. Jessica's text after that. You're blocking me from selling my house now. Our house. Both names on deed. Lawyers. I hate you. Okay. But Saturday was the grand finale of the week. Jessica decided to throw herself a divorce party at our house. Posted it all over Instagram. Celebrating freedom from toxic men. New beginnings. Living my best life. Except she forgot one crucial detail. The house payment. Auto drafts from my account. I'd already stopped it. The mortgage company called her during her party in front of all her friends on speaker because she was drunk and showing off. Mrs. Mitchell, this is First National Bank. Your mortgage payment has been returned for insufficient funds. What? No, my husband pays that. The account holder has stopped payment. The mortgage is past due. You have 30 days to bring the account current or we'll begin proceedings. The party ended pretty quickly after that. Kevin texted me. She called Monica crying. Said, you're trying to make her homeless. She has 30 days to pay the mortgage or sell or refi in her name. That's 3 options. You know, she can't afford any of those. Then she should have thought about that before publicly humiliating me and calling me worthless. Fair point, by the way. She hasn't responded to my payment request. Shocking. I'm adding late fees next week. You're a good brother. Learn from the best little bro. Final update. It's been 6 weeks since the birthday dinner disaster. The divorce papers were filed 2 weeks ago. Here's how it all played out. Jessica tried every manipulation tactic in the book. She went from rage to love bombing to victim playing to threats, sometimes all in the same day. But the financial reality was unavoidable. Week 3, she got hit with second overdraft from loan payment, $2,847. Kevin's second invoice, now with late fees, $2,300. Mortgage past due notice, $2,100. Credit card minimums without my contributions, $890. Total monthly $8,147 heirs. Her take-home $3,300. She tried negotiating with Kevin first. Showed up at his office with tears and apologies. His secretary wouldn't even let her pass the lobby. She emailed him about family loyalty and how he was choosing sides. Kevin responded with one line. You chose sides when you humiliated my brother. Then she tried the legal route. Hired a lawyer with her last credit card. The lawyer reviewed everything and told her the truth. The debt to Kevin was legitimate. The house would need to be sold and she'd be lucky to walk away with anything given the mortgage balance and equity split. She fired him and hired another lawyer. Same result. The house sold last week. Quick sale, below market, but enough to cover the mortgage and realtor fees. After the split, she walked away with $11,000. I got the same. The divorce was finalized yesterday, uncontested because she had no grounds to contest. Assets split 50/50, which wasn't much. Debts remained separate. She keeps her student loans. She owes Kevin separately. That's between them now. The best part, her own friends started distancing themselves once the truth came out. Turns out calling your husband worthless in front of his family doesn't play well when people learn he was secretly paying your debts. Her Instagram went from strong independent woman posts to nothing. Radio silence. Last I heard from Robert, she moved back in with them. He made her get a second job to pay her loans. She's working at Target on weekends, he told me last week. Humbling experience for her. Should have happened years ago. Jessica sent one final text yesterday after the divorce was finalized. I hope you're happy. You destroyed my life over one drunken comment. I responded for the last time. No, Jessica. I revealed your life. The destruction was already there, hidden under $87,000 of my brother's money. You called me worthless, but you've been living off my worth for 3 years. The only thing I destroyed was the illusion. Good luck. Blocked her after that. Kevin forgave the debt last week. Sent her a formal letter stating the $87 was forgiven. No payment required. Tax implications are her problem. She'll owe the IRS about $20,000 in taxes for that forgiven debt. She doesn't know that yet. Why do you forgive it? I asked him. Because holding on to it means staying connected to her drama. I did it for you, not her. You're free now. Really free. He's right. I'm in my studio apartment. It's small, but it's peaceful. No more walking on eggshells. No more financial drain. No more being called worthless while secretly being the only thing keeping her afloat. My credit's shot from the maxed cards, but I'll rebuild. Already got a raise at work. Turns out when you're not stressed about hiding $2,200 monthly payments, you perform better. Who knew? Started dating someone last week. Nothing serious yet. She's an accountant, which is ironic. First thing she said when I told her this story. Wait, you paid how much of her loans without telling her? That's the opposite of financial abuse. That's financial enabling. Yeah. Yeah, it was. But the real kicker came this morning. Jessica's best friend, Hannah, who was at the birthday dinner, sent me a DM, "Hey, Nathan. I know we weren't close, but I wanted to say I'm sorry for believing her side initially. She told me yesterday that she knew about the loans the whole time. She found out 2 years ago when she saw Kevin's name on a payment confirmation you left on your desk. She kept quiet because she wanted to see how far you'd go for her. She was testing you. Thought you should know." I stared at that message for an hour. She knew. She knew I was killing myself financially to help her. And she called me worthless. Anyway, I forwarded the message to Kevin. His response, "Holy thank God you're divorced." Yeah, thank God I'm not angry anymore. Not even hurt, just relieved. The mask fell off and everyone saw who she really was, including her. My therapist, yeah, I got one of those now, said something that stuck. "Nathan, you spent 3 years trying to prove your worth to someone who assigned you none. The only person who needed to recognize your worth was you." She's right. I'm worth more than being someone's secret financial plan while being publicly humiliated. I'm worth more than maxed credit cards and depleted savings for someone who'd call me worthless at a family dinner. I'm worth more than Jessica ever deserved. Probably should have married Kevin instead. Nah, she was never worth either of us. I'm good now. Really good. Studio apartment, ramen dinners and all. At least the ramen's mine. Bought with my money. Eating in my peace. That's worth everything. Edit to everyone asking. Yes, Kevin and I are still close. Closer than ever, actually. He's coming over Saturday to help me build a desk. Monica's bringing beer. Family that actually values you. That's worth more than any loan payment. Edit 2, stop asking for Jessica's social media. Let her rebuild in peace. We're all moving on. Edit 3. Yes, the tax implications for forgiven debt are real. Consult a tax attorney if you're ever in this situation. The IRS considers forgiven debt as income. She's in for a surprise come April.